welcome us into your embrace. When we close our eyes, all you see is that gorgeous face, proud and strong of the SW&P. All we see is you, our beautiful wank pheasants. And if there's one thing I know I am, I'm Ross Tweddle, and I'm proudly wank pheasant. WTF! WTF! Strike me down, Daddy. What did I do to deserve this? Hello, everybody. I'm Ross Tweddle from Cultaholic.com. It was the Cultaholic Christmas party yesterday. I'm hanging out my arse. I thought to myself, with Raw and SmackDown Live being so pissing bad last week, WWE would have thought themselves, whoa, let's make this week's shows good, shall we? And help to cure Ross Tweddle's hangover while doing so. No, they didn't do that, did they? No, they didn't do that. So when you set aside the matchups we've seen a million times before, when you set aside the backstage segments that don't quite make sense, and when you set aside Michael Cole's millions and millions and millions of recaps, I thought last night's Raw was great, which means I thought none of last night's Raw was great. He looks like a movie star. He parties like a rock star, and he does it like a porn star. And I don't know about you, but I don't think that man there looks like he can do any of those things whatsoever. And imagine wearing that, a shirt that says you do it like a porn star, to a WWE event which is attended by lots and lots of kids. What's wrong with you, you sick freak? Hang on a second now, we've got big baldy bastard Baron Corbin having a go at people for eating carbs on Thanksgiving. I get that his arms are jacked, baby, but his belly, it looks like that thing. Now I know it might seem weird for me to have a go at big baldy bastard Baron Corbin for his unhappy stomach, but I'm sure there was millions and millions and millions of utterly shredded people watching last night's Raw, hearing big baldy bastard Baron Corbin say that and being all like, what? Oh hell no, huh? Hold up. So I've been told that calling someone a beta male is the hip-hop and happening new version of calling a man a cuck. Bobby Lashley claimed that he was thankful for all the cucks in the world wasting their lives away on the couch because he's out there waking up early and taking what he wants. Now according to Wikipedia, which of course is the best source of information on the entire internet because anybody can edit it, which means you're always getting the best information possible, that claims that the term beta males means. I can read. Honest, Wikipedia claims that beta male is a term that has been used to describe men who are associated with feminism or men who are not assertive, particularly with women. So Bobby Lashley just takes whatever women he wants. Where the hell does he keep them? Somebody call the police now because he needs to be arrested. So hang on a second. Renee Young's all like, whoa, Corey Graves, Elias isn't a beta male, he's just an emotional man who can share his feelings, and that doesn't make him a beta male, alright? Now I don't know about you, but as part of the viewing public who watches Raw every single pissing week, I've never seen Elias share his feelings once, but Renee Young has. So hang on there a second. You're telling me that Renee Young can't even talk to her own pissing husband about his feelings, but you can just talk to Elias about his? That just doesn't make sense, but at least we now have a little song to sing about Renee and Elias. Renee and Elias sitting in the tree, doing what married couples do unless they're in WWE. Haha. Maggle, 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 maggle. So Michael Cole asks, what's different about this new almighty version of Bobby Lashley? Red elbow pads and a lovely pose to show off his lovely arse. That is character development for you. I cannot do it. I can't sit through another one of those matches and live to tell the tale. Why the hell would you openly announce that a match that everybody has seen 1.2435 million times is happening once again? As soon as Raw goes up next, that match there, everybody's going to turn off because we've seen it so many pissing times. Apart from me, I need to watch Raw, so you don't have to. It's a service I'm utterly honoured to provide. Oh, hang on a second there. It turns out it's General Manager-elect Big Baldy Bastard Baron Corbin and not Acting General Manager Big Baldy Bastard Baron Corbin. Those are two completely different things, aren't they? I'm sorry for wasting your time. One Cultaholic shirt at last night's WWE Raw. Thank you very much to Norris Campbell for wearing that thing when he did and where he did. Next time you go to a WWE event, wear a shirt like Norris. Oh, big baldy bastard Baron Corbin said, Alexa, I'm a bit busy at the minute. You take care of the women's division because I just can't be arsed. So in order to keep his job and to stop that castration knife coming down on his bollocks and taking his bollocks away from his body, big baldy bastard Baron Corbin is giving a little bit of his job to somebody else, meaning that now two people are doing one person's job, and Lady Boss is gonna love that, isn't she? This is like when Jim and Michael did the same thing at Dunder Mifflin. We all know how that one ended when Joe Bennett and the two big dogs came in, don't we? I can hear the castration sword being sharpened from here. Well, That explains why Dean Ambrose became Trapzilla when he was away now, doesn't it? And you're all sat there believing he's taking shots for many, many diseases when he's taking steroids right in his arse, because that's where steroids go, right in the arse. And not only that, but he's doing it on international television in front of the watching world, and nobody called him out on it, apart from me. What a heel, eh? And sticking with Dirty Dean, since when did Dean Ambrose turning heel mean that Dean Ambrose had to take Hunter Hearst Helms' gimmick or something like that? Oh, you people are dirty and I need to keep myself clean. What the hell's going on, man? WWE, he's a crazy man, not a bloody Tory. We don't need more Theresa Mays in this world, for Christ's sake. Just let the man be a crazy psychopath. Corey Graves, I could not agree with you more here, pal. Another week and another, oh, I don't know what's going on with Dean Ambrose from Renee Young, who is, of course, the wife and life partner of Dean Ambrose. Just put yourself out of your misery, Renee. Get yourself a divorce and do it quickly, because I hear with Cyber Monday, they're going dead cheap. Scott Dawson compared tag team wrestling to golf, and after all these years of hearing just about how much Vince McMahon hates tag team wrestling, and I realise why Vince McMahon hates tag team wrestling, because golf is the pissing worst. So in Lucha House Party rules, not only are those three little masked men allowed to have 3-on-2 handicap matches for absolutely no good reason whatsoever, but also, when Kalisto falls flat on his arse, somebody else is allowed to come in and cover for his charismaless botchy arse. I just don't get it, everybody, especially when Renee Young and Michael Cole sit there going, oh, that's fine, that's Lucha House Party rules, but when big baldy bastard Baron Corbin changes the rules halfway through one of his matches, they're up in arms. Lucha House rules is such a heel thing, everybody. If big baldy bastard Baron Corbin, Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre were doing it, I'd understand, but these little flippy masked kids are supposed to be baby faces, and I just don't get it. Here's a direct quote from Michael Cole I need to read out just to make sure I don't get it wrong. Lars Sullivan is the most sought after free agent in the history of WWE. I mean, first of all, Michael Cole, why would that thought cross your mind? Because it's Lars pissing Sullivan, who's done absolutely nothing on NXT to warrant such a high billing. But second of all, you've got another free agent on the main roster, and his name is John Cena. Lars Sullivan, John Cena. You know what I'm getting at here, don't you? I'm all about building new stars. I like seeing new stars getting built up rather than losing every single pissing match upon arriving on the main roster. But Michael Cole, do not build them on a house of lies, you prick. Ronda Rousey has pink eye. So Bobby Roode claims that him and Chad Gable became a tag team for two reasons. First of all, they want to be Raw Tag Team Champions, and second of all, they want to make the Raw Tag Team division absolutely glorious. They missed the third reason off, of course, which is WWE creative have absolutely pissed all for them to stuck them together in a tag team that made no sense to begin with. Sometimes you just have to sit back and wonder to yourself, did something you see actually happen? Or that something that appears to be a segment on a wrestling show is just that? Or is it something that's been plucked from the heavens above, from the life tree, something holier than thou? So subtle, so classy, so thought-provoking, beautiful artwork at its finest. Drake Maverick stole Bobby Roode's robe, put it in the toilet, and pissed on it. I don't know what to say. Somebody ring us, please. Oh, there's the phone now. Hello, WWE. It's WCW from 2000. They want their crappy segments back. I know you sat there going, but Ross, D-Generation X, they're cool. They pissed on DOA's bikes back in the Attitude Era, and the Attitude Era is the best. I don't like piss me. So according to Michael Cole, not one person in the Raw Women's locker room likes or respects Alexa Bliss. Now pardon me, Michael Cole, but it's me and Luke Owen from the Wrestle Twats discussed in the latest episode of the wonderful Straight to Hell, available now to view on the Cultaholic YouTube channel. Every single rivalry a few months ago in the women's division was all about friends calling other groups of friends horrible names like they were in high school. It was great. Alexa Bliss has been at the forefront of these storylines for much of the year, alongside her best friends Michael Cole, Alicia Fox and Mickie James. What show have you been watching? Well then, we're getting a pretty horrible picture of Renee Young painted for us at the minute, aren't we? She doesn't know what the crack is with her own alleged husband, Dean Ambrose. She knows what Elias' feelings are, despite the fact that Elias hasn't mentioned his feelings on WWE TV once. And now, she knows that Jinder McSaggy Nipples does yoga for 5 minutes in his hotel room just so he can call himself a guru. Renee Young, why have you been in Jinder McSaggy Nips' hotel room? I'm hungover, man. Leave us alone. How does Renee Young know that Jinder Mahal does 5 minutes of yoga in his hotel room? Never mind downward dog, Renee Young. It sounds like you're a bit of a dirty one. The following point led to me asking one question of myself. What's the point in watching Raw these days? You have an open challenge. You have a roster of about 1 million superstars to pick from to face this open challenge. But what do? You pick the man who's wrestled the guy who issued the open challenge about 1 million times this year to answer an open challenge. Why do we need to say it again? Now normally, as you know, I try to make things vaguely funny on these WTF moments, but I can't here. It's just crap. It's lazy. It's horrible. Why is Abe Simpson the head booker of WWE? Why do we need to see the same things over and over and over and over and over and over again? And now it's time for this.
Wankety wank, wankety wank, wankety wank, wankety wank, wankety wank, wankety wank, wankety wank.
Hello everybody and welcome to Wankety Wank, and it was a case of fastest finger first for this Wankety Wank moment, and thank you to the Camo Club for pointing out that JoJo did a whoopsie. So now we're on to the fan Q&A. There was a fan Q&A on this week's Raw. So a fan asked Sasha Banks and Bayley if there's one thing that would change about the women's division in WWE. Bayley says something stupid because she's not quite out of the how does a kendo stick work phase. Before Sasha Banks claimed that she would ship Alexa Bliss's ass all the way back down to SmackDown Live. Jesus Christ, that was hard to say. And then Bliss asked Sasha Banks, who are you talking to here, pal? Me or Bayley? And I'm sat there thinking to myself, that's easy, it's you, because Bayley's never been on SmackDown Live. How can you go back to somewhere you've never been before? Riveting stuff this, isn't it? And a well done to the fan who asked at the top of his lungs, aren't we supposed to be asking the question, when Alexa Bliss started asking all the questions in what was supposed to be a fan Q&A. Almost as bad as this in your life, Alexa. Almost as bad. I don't know how many segments we can have from you that's almost as bad as this in your life before we all top ourselves. So Dana Brooke appears on the babyface team at Starrcade over the weekend after many months of appearing sort of as a babyface. I know, I don't really care either. And then on last night's Raw, she rocks up with the baddies to beat up the good guys who she was teaming with at Starrcade on Saturday night. I'm asking why. I don't really care, but it's nice to know why. Michael Cole, double standards. He has a problem with Alexa Bliss being the thing, the general manager, the whatever that is, of the women's division, because she's still active in that women's division. But when listing all of his problems with big bully bastard Baron Corbin, he doesn't mention the fact that big bully bastard Baron Corbin is still an active roster member himself once. Why? The same thing. Why don't you bring it up? Here's a direct quote from Renee Young. Finn Balor likes to rise to the occasion and take the fight to the bigger man, but I don't think this is what he had in mind for tonight. Renee, you're honestly telling us that after the year he's had, you didn't expect your boy Finn Balor to be expecting to fight big bully bastard Baron Corbin on last night's Raw? He's did it every single other week this year. How could he be expecting anything else? I'm gonna die. We're so lucky, aren't we? I'm so hungover. Michael Cole, who is of course the lead announcer on the Mixed Match Challenge, claims that Ember Moon is being punished by big bully bastard Baron Corbin due to Ember Moon's relationship with your boy Finn Balor on Mixed Match Challenge. Ember Moon and Finn Balor never teamed once. As far as I can see, at least. Ember Moon's only been involved in season 2. She's teamed with Big Braun Strowman, and now she's going to team with Kurt Hawkins. No Finn Balor in sight. Again, Michael Cole, what pissing show are you watching? Talking about shows we're watching, I wish I didn't have to watch last night's Raw, but I did. I'd have made it either side, so that's a plus. Bye. Follow me on Twitter at Ross on Wrestling. Place to our Patreon page, patreon.com/Cultaholic. Info to give us would be greatly appreciated, and we'll love you forever. But most importantly of all, have a lovely, happy holiday, and follow us everywhere we have the media on the social.